right, welcome race fans here to Dogs of Endurance Racing here at Mount Panorama. Bathurst, they call it here for short. Quite a huge track for these guys. They had their practice, a race last night, league race last night. And they said it didn't really go all that well. Had a lot of crashes, a lot of guys getting crashed out of the race. So let's watch these guys turn some laps here. We've got coming down to a little less than 8 minutes here until they do take the grid. Qualify, I take that back. And let's watch them practice a little bit here and see how they do. Okay, coming down to 1 minute left here until qualifying, and we will be out here watching them qualify today. So I hope you stay with us here. Thanks for joining us here at MaxSpeedTV. You're watching the Dogs of Endurance here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst, as they call it in iRacing. Should be a pretty decent race here. We've got a multi-class field out here running the McLaren, the Class B Impala, the Chevy Impala SS, I believe it is, and the Pontiac Soltis. And I'm not sure. I'm going to check through this real quick here before they do get okay, the Lotus 79, which there is no entries for. Nobody's running the Lotus 79. But the Mustang B, Class B, the Impala National, the McLaren, and the Pontiac Soltis. So multi-class field. All right, getting ready to go to the green flag here for qualifying. So we'll have to stay with these guys and see how they do qualifying. Okay, coming down to the closing minute here of qualifying. Guy's trying to lay down the fastest time here. To start on the pole, we'll get ready here to start off the grid. We'll count them down for you once everybody gets done qualifying here. So glad you could join us here today. Nothing better to do on a Sunday afternoon. No races on. Just races here on iRacing and on YouTube. You can check out our schedule, our broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com. You can also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. We used to broadcast up to Twitch. Now we broadcast up to YouTube in 1080p HD. And I think you guys can probably attest to a much better broadcast. I think a lot more clear. You can go down there in that little gearbox down at the bottom and click on that and go and switch it up to 1080p and watch us in high definition TV. Alright, so qualifying is over. And we will wait for him to finish up here, get on the grid, and we will get this thing underway. All right, well, let's get down here trackside as they're all getting ready to line them up. And we will go down through the running order here as they're going to start right on the grid. Okay, Kevin Binkley, our pole sitter there with a 2-minute, 5.881 second lap. Great lap. Rumble seat starting on the outside there in the 036, hasn't gridded yet. Burt Behrens in third in the number 27. The front two here running McLarens. I believe Burt Behrens is running a boy, I'm not really sure about that. He's running the Class B Impala as he now takes the grid, running the Mustang, Ford Mustang out there today. In fourth, going to be starting, I believe, in the National Impala, Kevin Smith. In the number 44, Layla Wilson also starting in the National Impala. In the 052, in sixth place, the number 2 in a National Impala also, Jimmy Eifling. Definitely one to keep an eye on out here today. Dog starting in the 7th place in the 24 in the National Impala. Marcus Kramer in the Soltis, Pontiac Soltis, starting in 8th place in the number 23. I'm not sure if that's pronounced Matthew, but I'm going to pronounce it Matthew. In the 237, also running the Pontiac Soltis. In the 237. All right. Reynos in 10th spot. Did not qualify, or maybe he didn't turn a good enough qualifying lap to get up toward the top spot. But he will be starting in the 10th place in the number 11. And that would be the Ford Mustang Class B car. And it looks like John Ulmer taking up the rear of the field in a McLaren as well. Pennzoil is his sponsor on this car. So 11 folks taken to the grid today. And let's get up here and watch these guys, because this is going to be fun. All right, we got the green flag and we're off and running. Kevin Binkley here in the first spot. So we will get up here to Kevin as he brings the whole field down across the line and do take the green flag. We're off and rolling here. 90 minutes they're going to be turning here. Rumble seat in second in the McLaren as well, and the 036 there doing a great job trying to stay with Binkley up in the front. In third, we've got Burt Behrens in the Class B Impala. I'm sorry, that's not the Impala, that's Mustang. I keep saying Impala, but that's Mustang. Sorry about that, Burt. Kevin Smith in fourth. What if Layla does get by him and Layla moves in? Okay, Layla moves into fourth. Jimmy Eifling back here in sixth. This will all change once they cross the line. Dog back here in seventh. Marcus Kramer in the Pontiac Soltis running eighth. Quite a ways back, but he is battling Matthew Boivier, I think is how it's Boivier. I think it's French, but I really don't know. Please don't get mad at me there, Matthew. All right, 10th spot back here, Renus, and looks like John Ulmer does get by him, so crossing the line. John's going to pick up quite a few positions in the McLaren here. Definitely a lot faster than some of these other cars, but once he crosses the line, we'll see where he is going to be. 4th place in that McLaren. So he is definitely moving up through the field pretty fast. Remember, folks, this is an endurance race. It's not about, being in the top spot. It's being in the top spot of your class. Being a multi-class race out here, we've got 4 different classes running in this. He had 5 scheduled, but the Lotus 79, no one was racing that today, so I can't blame him. That's quite a handful on a track like this here, I'm telling you. All right, so John Ulmer now moves into the 3rd spot, picking up another spot as he got by Burt Behrens. Burt will be back here in 4th once they cross the line. Layla Wilson now in 5th spot, running the National Impala. She's doing really good in that National Impala. Good to see Layla out here. She enjoys running with these guys quite a bit. She's a good racer too. Don't let her fool you just because she's a lady. She's a good driver. She takes this stuff as serious as the guys do. Kevin Smith right behind her in the National Impala as well. Running pretty good here, trying to hang on to Layla. Now 24 seconds behind her leader. Renus in 7th. Coming down pit road. On pit road already. Looks like maybe he might have got a little fender bender there. Not sure. As he brings it down on pit road already. Only got about a couple laps on that car and already going to be coming down pit road. A little early for this, Renus. Going to get some damage fixed up or something there. Going to take some tires. Go back here, Marcus Kramer in 10th. Pontiac sold us, and he is battling with Matthew there in 11th. Those two having a race of their own. The only two out there in Pontiac sold us. And actually, these cars are pretty much made for tracks like this here. They're a lot of fun. All right, getting up here to our leader, Kevin Bankley. Leader of his class and leader overall of the race. So definitely showing the way here today. All right, let's go back. Rumble seat in second, 7.6 seconds behind her leader. Running a race of his own, nobody immediately challenging him. Third place is way... Ooh, I didn't go back that far. I said third place. We've got a few more guys on pit road. It looks like Burt Barron's moving now into the third spot. And Layla Wilson in fourth. It looks like maybe John Ulmer had some trouble and is on pit road. Whoa. Don't know what happened to John. Don't see any damage on the car, so I don't know what happened there, but he's going to go back a little ways in the field now. Showing him back in about 8th here. And that's not a good place. That's going to be hard to come back from. I know most of these guys excuse me, are going to have to pit again, but Burt Barons will get by him when he comes to the line here. John Ulmer's still sitting on pit road. I don't know what's going on with John. He's just having some difficulty or something there. Not sure. You can see he's still sitting on pit road. So Burt Barons moves into the third position. All right, fourth place is going to go to Layla Wilson now. She is the top of her class right now in the National Impala. But right behind her, Kevin Smith, trying to draft off of her, coming down that long front stretch. They hit that rise, and I'm telling you, that rise really kind of throws your car for a loop. Negotiating these turns up through the hillside here, boy, can be a little treacherous as these guys try to keep it off of the wall. That's going to be the main thing, keeping the damage off of these cars to try to run for an hour and a half here. And they still got an hour and 19 and a half minutes to go, so lots of racing left to go here, folks. Layla showing her stuff here, running into fourth spot ahead of Kevin Smith. Jimmy Eifling in sixth in the National Impala as well. Third in his class right now. And sixth place overall. Doing a good job. Dog running in seventh overall. Fourth in his class. Quite a few guys, quite a few folks, I should say, out here running the National Impala today. So must be a good car, must be really comfortable and feel good to run. So I'm glad to see these guys out here having such a good time. Enjoying the day, beautiful day here. I believe this track is in Australia. Pretty sure. So beautiful sunshiny day here in Australia. All right, let's go back a little further. And it looks like Matthew did get by Marcus Kramer. So that's going to put Marcus Kramer back one spot. Back to the ninth place, second in his class now. Matthew first in his class in the Pontiac Solus. Marcus Kramer now trying to catch up to Matthew, but boy, I don't know. Matthew's pretty fast, pretty strong here, going up through this hillside. These cars are really a blast to drive. A lot of more horsepower than what they are given credit for. They're just not really super fast, but they're a lot of fun to drive. We'll watch Marcus as he comes through the chicane down here, down through the mountain, and comes down that long back stretch coming off the mountain down onto the flat. And we'll watch and see what kind of speeds he can carry coming down through there. Everybody giving a lot of respect out there for one another, and you know, that's what it takes to get around a place like this. It's tough enough that, you know, if you got to battle a car that's a couple laps down, that lap down car gives them plenty of room to get by, and that's what it's all about. All right, coming down this long stretch, let's see what kind of speeds he can carry in the Pontiac Solus. Hitting a little over 100 now. 114, 115, 116, 17, 18, 19, 20. About 125. I've seen 126 to 7. About 127 there. Boy, that's pretty fast for that little car. Dog negotiating these last couple of turns before he does come down the front stretch. Hitting pretty good fast times here coming into last turn. And down the front stretch he comes to the line. Let's see what kind of times he can lay down here. Boy, he is really hitting some fast speeds. Into turn one and up the front, long up the hill run here he's got. And watch him go over this one hump here. Kind of throws the car for a little bit of a loop. Right there. Throws you it lifts off, almost off the ground. So it's kind of cool. Jimmy Eifling now in sixth all by himself here. It looks like Kevin Smith still battling Layla Wilson there. Those two have been battling since the green flag dropped. Kevin just kind of hanging loose for right now. He's still got lots of racing to go, and that's good. Sorry about that, folks. Allergies are kicking my butt today. All right, let's get back up toward the front here a little bit. Burt Barron's running really well in the Class B Mustang, running in third place. Top of his class right now, looks to me like Reynos is still on pit road. He will be the other Impala, excuse me, the Class B, not Impala. They're both running Mustangs today, I believe, so. John Ulmer back out. Well, let's go down and check on John. He is finally back out on the track now in the McLaren, and he's several laps down, running in 10th spot, about 5 laps down, but he is trying to make up time there in the Pennzoil McLaren. Nice looking car. Yeah, nice looking car, John. Showing him about 5 laps down. He's trying to make up some ground here. He should be able to pick up a couple spots there, getting by Marcus Kramer and Matthew Boivier. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that. Sorry, Matthew. But those two running the Pontiac Solstice, they're 2 laps down, but he should be able to pick them off here in the next hour. Dog now passing up Matthew. That's not for position, but Dog's only 1 lap down and Matthew 2 laps down. So Jimmy Eifling still in 6th place, running the National Impala today. 109 seconds behind our leader, quite a ways back, but you know, them McLarens are just so much faster. And but Jimmy doing a really good job here, running 3rd in his class in the national. I'm sorry, 4th. I take that back. 4th in his class. And it looks like Kevin Smith may be on pit road. Well, let's go down and see what Kevin Smith's up to. Sitting on pit road, got a lot of damage on that car. Not sure exactly what happened to him. Well, let's go back and see if we can find out what happened to him. We need to go back a little further than this. He's got an awful lot of damage on that. I'm not sure where he incurred that, but that's about where he decided that he just needs to come down pit road and get that fixed up. So we'll get back up here live. Sitting on pit road for quite a little while, I believe. They're going to be doing quite a bit of fixing on that car. He's got a lot of damage on it pretty much about everywhere. It looks like the whole driver's side pretty much caved in. Not much on the back. Looked like maybe he just did a little hit in the wall or whatever there and did a lot of left front damage on it. Probably knocked a toe out. Probably having trouble steering it. That would be my guess. All right, we've got a few others on pit road. It looks like, or another one there, Rumble Seat now on pit road. And no, Rumble Seat may have taken his car behind pit road. Not sure. Ooh, not good. Dog moving up to 6th, so he keeps picking off spots here and there, and he's still 3rd in his class right now in the National Impala. Jimmy Eifling in 4th. The leader coming up behind Jimmy right now. Put Jimmy a lap down. Let's check in with our leader, Kevin Binkley. Kevin up here in the McLaren, leading the race, leading the top in his class. Then that puts Burt Behrens in 2nd in the Ford Mustang Class B car. Let's see how Binkley can negotiate a pass around. That's Jimmy Eifling right ahead of him. Jimmy, looks like Jimmy moves over and lets him by, so there you go. That's the respect you see out there on the track with these guys racing. You can check them out right there is when they do run, their schedule. 3 different series running, and this one here being the Sophie series, 90 minutes. Sundays at 10 o'clock Mountain, 11 o'clock Central, or noon Eastern. They do run again tonight at 6 o'clock Mountain, 8 o'clock Eastern, so but I won't be broadcasting that. I'll be doing another race tonight, so if you can watch them as they do. I believe Dog broadcasts on his YouTube just like from within his car, but pretty good racing. Alright, Kevin Smith on pit road again. Rumble Seat's still on pit road. And Renus, looks like Renus may be on pit road as well. So we're getting a lot of folks on pit road now. But let's get back here. Second place, Burt Behrens in the Mustang Class B, running second, top in his class and second overall in the race today. Burt having a great race out here in that Mustang, man. I'm telling you what, he is really putting a good lap down. Back here, third place, Layla Wilson in the National Impala car. Man, she is really putting it down through here. And it looks like she's lost Eifling quite a ways back behind her. He's a lap down already, but the leader going to be coming up on Layla here before too much longer to put her a lap down as well. So he'll have the whole field lapped here before too much longer. But it doesn't matter because they run in classes and you can win your class. Layla right now winning her class, and hopefully we'll get to talk to her at the end of the race in TeamSpeak here. We'll interview her, and we interviewed her a couple weeks ago. She's pretty cool to talk to in TeamSpeak. Pretty good, yep. Out here having a pretty fine day right now. Eifling in fourth now. Dog in fifth. Third in his class, doing a great job out here. Looks like we may have lost a couple of drivers. John Ulmer back in 10th. Believe it or not, the Pontiac Solstices have moved up to 6th and 7th. Matthew in 6th overall, first in his class. It looks like he's doing really a good job out here with these. That Pontiac Solstice really turning some great laps. These are the cars that are made for this kind of racing right here. And up through these tight corners and stuff, they do turn very well. And yeah, they're a little slower than some of the other cars, but they're still a lot of fun. Got a lot of horsepower for a small car. And our leader comes up on the back of Matthew here. Matthew going to give him all kinds of room to get by him. And that would have been Kevin Binkley leading the race. All right, Marcus Kramer back here a little ways back behind him, running in 7th. And then we got Kevin Smith back out on the track in 8th. Still got an awful lot of damage on that driver's side corner, but back out on the track doing a good job. Running the National Impala, and that would put him back 4th in his class. He's down about 4 laps, so Got a long ways to go here to make up them laps. Not sure if he will or not, but we'll have to wait and see. We're coming down to about an hour left in this race, so 30 minutes have already gone by. In about 17 minutes here, we'll take just a quick short break and be right back with you in about 17 minutes. Rumble seats still sitting on pit road. John Ulmer now up to 10th, trying to pick up some laps there and pick up a few positions. I believe actually he is in 9th once he crosses the line. We've got Rumble seat on pit road and Rainus on pit road, so these guys are definitely way back now. Don't take a whole lot of damage on these cars to knock them out and, knock the toe out or make them just hard to steer. John Ulmer just barely missing the turn there, as you've seen. John Ulmer, I believe, won last week, and that was at, I think, Daytona Road, if I remember correctly. Gosh, I've slept a couple times since then, so I don't really remember, but I think John Ulmer won last week, so he definitely knows how to win. Got to give him a lot of credit for that. That was a great race last week. Looks like everybody's off of pit road now as Rumble seat gets back off of pit road. Rainus back off of pit road, so we'll go back and check on them too. Rumble seat now back out, turning laps. Had some damage on that, had to try to get fixed up. Looks like he may have got it fixed up pretty well. And Rainus back out in the Mustang Class B car. Taking up the tail of the field right now, 8 laps down. Second in his class to Burt Behrens. Burt Behrens running in second in that Class B Mustang. Man. And he just getting passed by the leader there just a minute ago. So the leader has lapped the whole field, has not pitted yet. The front 7 have not pitted as of yet. He is just driving the wheels off that thing to try to stay in second. Quite a ways back. Let's check here real quick. 20 seconds back to Layla. Yeah, 21 seconds now back to Layla. And she's got about a 25-second lead over Jimmy Eifling. So Layla doing a great job here in 3rd spot. And Jimmy Eifling about a minute ahead of Dog. Them guys all running in the same class, so the National Impala is doing a heck of a good job out here in that thing. You wouldn't think this would be a good car for road courses, but they really are a lot of fun. You can pretty much drive these National Impalas on any car, on any track. All right, let's go back and check on Dog back here, running in the 5th spot overall and 3rd in his class. So Dog having a good day here. Last night, I talked to him and he said he had some trouble on lap 4. He blew his engine. Not sure why or what happened, but he said it just blew, and 4 laps into the race and he was done for the day. That's unfortunate. That's the kind of thing, though, that happen on these, you know, when you're shifting constantly, downshifting, upshifting. It does kind of have a lot of wear and tear on the vehicle. All right, he's got a 2-lap lead over Matthew. Matthew running the Pontiac Soltis. And it's about 7 seconds ahead of our 8th place, or 7th place, Marcus Kramer. And he's got a heck of a run on John Ulmer back in 8th. John running, I believe he is running the McLaren. Yeah, he is running the McLaren, or second in his class, but he's running clear back in the 9th place. But he's starting to close up some, no, John Ulmer may have taken his car behind. He did. Wow, John not having a good day. Kevin Smith got that thing back out on the track after getting it fixed up, running in the 9th spot. Probably going to pick up a position here when he comes to the line. I'm not sure. I think he will get by John Ulmer. Yes, he does. All right, back in 9th, John Ulmer not on the track. Rumble seat in 10th, trying to maybe capitalize on that, maybe pick up another position. I believe he's going to when it comes to the line. He will be in 9th spot when he comes across the line. And then the next one back's going to be Reynes, trying to get his car back up into contention here. Running the Ford Mustang in Class B. Ford Mustang. He will be picking up another position, I believe, when I'm not sure when he crosses the line, but in another lap or two, he should pick up that 10th spot, and that will put him last in his class there in the Class B. He'll be 3rd in his class. Is flying down that hill, man. He was hauling the mail. Rumble seat in 9th, still trying to maybe pick up another position. He should get caught up here to Kevin Smith before too much longer and pass him. Kevin Smith, not a whole bunch of distance between them. Let's see how far it is back there to Rumble seat. 98 seconds. So Kevin Smith actually almost a lap ahead of him. But he's losing time pretty bad here. He's got a lot of damage on that car, and it definitely showing in his speed. Marcus Kramer in 7th, running the Pontiac Soltis, 2nd in his class. Only 2 of them in the class, him and Matthew. We'll get up here to check on Matthew, running in 6th. Not a whole lot of space between them two, only about 12 seconds between them two. Doing a heck of a good job out here. Fifth spot, man. Got to give him a lot of credit. He is definitely a hard charger when it comes to races like this, man. He knows, he picks out, he does a lot of work for these guys. He picks out the tracks and the mods are going to run the cars, adjusts the fuel for them to try to make it, even out here for the guys. Make sure they are going to have to do pit stops. It looks like Burt Behrens may have stopped on for a pit stop there in second spot. So he now has his pit stop in. Layla Wilson. Layla now on pit road getting her pit stop done. Coming up close to the halfway mark here. She's going to lose one position there to Jimmy Eifling. But yet he has not pitted. So Eifling getting by her, and he will be moving into the third position now. He has not pitted yet, though. Dog in fifth. So we're getting a lot of good. The guys finally getting settled in here. Everybody pretty much spread out around the track. Nobody really immediately racing each other for position. Layla trying to reel in Jimmy Eifling here. Matthew having a good job, good race out here. Good job by him running today. Coming down to the 50-minute mark here, so we've got 50 minutes left in this race out of 90. And in about 5 minutes here, we'll take a short break and be right back with you. I usually try to take just a short break in between somewhere in the middle and get back at it. Keep you guys up to date on where everybody's at and where everybody's running. Jimmy Eifling finally coming down on pit road here. We've got a couple others on pit road as well. Looks like John Ulmer's still on pit road. And now Marcus Kramer is away, so Jimmy Eifling making his pit stop for the day. Still got a couple of guys out here that have not pitted. And our leader now on pit road. Kevin Binkley in for the first time today. Don't see him changing any tires. Looks like maybe just a fuel stop and out of there. Nobody really immediately challenging him for that position. He's got everybody a couple of laps down. All right, he's away. Kevin Binkley, our leader overall, top of his class in the McLaren. Burt Behrens in second. Haven't talked about him a whole bunch today, but boy, he is really turning some great laps here in the Class B Mustang. Layla. Oh, sorry, Jimmy Eifling here in third. He will be fourth here once he crosses the line, because actually Layla Wilson did pass him. She's quite a little ways ahead of him, and once she crosses the line here, she will be scored in third, back up to third. Good job, Layla. Congrats. Take a look back to Jimmy Eifling. She's got about 34 and a half seconds on him, so very good. They both have made their pit stops. Looks like everybody's made a pit stop now but Matthew. Let's go back and check on him, because he may be coming down here before too much longer. Matthew running back here in the 6th spot, but like I said, he has to pit. May come down pit road this time. I'm not really sure. Beautiful track, beautiful scenery at this track. I think this was a big track that when they brought this, man, a lot of people were really excited about it, and very beautiful track. They did an awesome job on it. Probably one of the best scan jobs, I think, of any track that they've done, for as big as it is and laid out up in the mountains like this. This is pretty amazing. All right, we're going to take just a quick break here, and we will be right back. Alright, we're back here at Mount Panorama with the Dogs of Endurance Racing. Kevin Binkley in the lead yet. Top of his class. And been the leader throughout the whole race here so far today. Been great to see him up here. Kevin led every lap so far today, has made his pit stop, and it looks like everybody has made their pit stop. The last one to stop there was Matthew. He was he just now stopping, it looks like, on the pit road. Well, let's go down and check on Matthew here real quick. Oh, maybe Matthew decided to take his car behind pit road, not sure. Alright, Kevin Smith up here with the National Impala. Trying to hang on to sixth. Really, man, he's really wheeling that thing. Oh no, into the wall. Backs it up and gets that thing rolling again. We've seen that, Kevin. He is really having a difficult time with that car right now. Has had some damage on it from, I think, hitting the wall earlier there, and he is really struggling with it. And I think the leader coming up on his tail right now, and he's going to have to probably give way to that leader. So let's see how this goes for him. Is he coming down through the chicane here, down through the mountains, and Binkley on his tail? Binkley gets by him. Yeah, good clean pass. A lot of fun for these guys. Good job. Well, looks like Kevin can hang on to his draft. Does pretty good coming down off the hill there, off the mountain. Hangs into his draft, so he does a really good job hanging on to our leader. In fifth overall here, running second in his class. No, third in his class, excuse me. Started in seventh, and here he is running in fifth overall. And like I said, third in his class. So great job by a dog today. Quite a ways back to the sixth place guy there, but Layla Wilson, and I will return in just 1 second. Alright, sorry about that, folks. I had a small emergency there I had to take care of, so sorry about that. But great battle going on here. Layla now about 30 seconds back here. Burt Barron's. Burt, just, man, he is driving the wheels off of this Mustang. Class B Mustang, I'm telling you, he is really putting it down here. 36 minutes left in this race. A lot of good racing going on around the track everywhere. Not really anybody racing each other as they are racing really hard on the track to try to hold on to their position here in their class. So this is what it's all about here at Dogs of Endurance. Our leader up here, Kevin Binkley, just, man, picking them up, putting them down, doing a spectacular job here in the McLaren today, showing the way, led every lap so far. He comes up on some lap traffic giving him plenty of room to get by. He's coming up on Layla Wilson here pretty quick. Probably catch her going down this front stretch. She gets out of the way and lets him by. And he's definitely a little faster than she is, but she'll probably hang on there with him until they get up into the turn. Side by side down the track they go. Man, I'm telling you, that looks like a lot of fun. I'm missing it. All right, so Layla going another lap down. That'll put her 2 laps down. Burt Barron's back here. Then Layla Wilson just getting passed up. 36 seconds back to Jimmy Eifling, also running in the National Impala today. But Layla showing the way here in the National Impalas. Man, she is just doing a fabulous job wheeling this thing, I'm telling you. Putting on a heck of a show up here. Back and forth, Jimmy Eifling still running in second in the class, doing a heck of a job. Dog coming down through the chicane here, down through the mountains, windy, twisty hills coming down through. A lot of throttle management and braking management coming down through there, I'll tell you. Now he comes down the backstretch here. This is the long backstretch coming off of the mountain back down onto the plateau. And that's where you really pick up the speed here. Kevin Smith back on pit road. And that's going to afford Rumble Seat to get by him. Rumble Seat will be scored in the 6th place here when he comes to the line. Rumble Seat, if you remember, he was on pit road for quite a while there, getting damage fixed up, and has gotten back out here, and boy, he has really caught a few folks and picked up a few positions. He was back in like 10th or 11th there for the longest time, and some of the other guys have had to go back there as well, so pit stops and whatnot, so he has come back up to the 6th spot overall as he passes up Kevin Smith. Kevin Smith back in 7th. Kevin running in 4th in his class right now in the National Impala. A lot of damage on that car. Really can't afford to stop and get a lot of that fixed up, but he has got some of it fixed up, driving a little bit better than it was. because that thing was really squirrely and all over the place. Marcus Kramer still out here in the only Pontiac Soltis, the only one left out on the track, as Matthew resigned from the race, took his car behind pit road, said, well, I'll give it a try next time. But Marcus hanging in there and gonna win his class. Hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to him today as well. And a lot of these guys, and Layla, guys and ladies, like you don't want to forget the ladies. So we'll try to get a word in with as many of them as we can in TeamSpeak here. All right, well, let's go back a little further here. 9th spot, John Ulmer. Still trying to catch these guys and maybe pick up a spot or two. Running in the 8th position. In the McLaren, he had some troubles as well and had to spend some time on pit road and get some damage fixed up on that car. And good to see the Pennzoil McLaren back up in here running, having a great race now. Making a race of it, and that's what it's going to take here. 9 laps down, but still running good here in 9th spot. May be able to pick up another spot here before the race is over overall, but not in his class. He is back here running 3rd in his class right now in the McLaren. John, he's been on pit road plenty of time. 14 times he's been on pit road trying to get that damage fixed up. Marcus Kramer actually a couple laps ahead of him, but in the 8th spot. And I'm not sure if he'll be able to get around here a whole couple more laps here before he can pass up Marcus Kramer for that 8th spot. But he may. Anything's possible. I wanted to go back and check on Reynos. He's back here in 10th spot in the Class B Mustang. Running 2nd in his class. Only 2 of them out here in this class today. But he's running back here at 10th overall, 2nd in his class. Watch these guys go up through the mountains here from the blimp view. See the elevation changes that these guys have to deal with, and some of the curves. A lot of turning and twisting through the mountains to get up here to the top of the mountain, and then you got to start all the way back down the mountain on the other side. Looks like we're going to lose them a little bit here in the trees. We'll pick them up again. There he is. Watch him come down through the chicane here, down off of the mountain, through the twisty, windy, turny, curvy, whatever you want to call it. Coming down off of the mountain now. Negotiating all them turns, them sharp turns, and here he comes down around. And off of the hill he comes down the backstretch. Long straightaway for these guys to come down off of here, picking up much speed. You think these guys have turned a few laps here? I think they have. They know this is a pretty good track here. They've been practicing at it. And last night they had a race, so they got a little experience on this track, and it shows. Driving skills that they have definitely shows. Dogs of Endurance, man, I'll tell you what, these guys are all great racers. I keep saying guys, but I keep forgetting Layla in there. She's a great lady driver. Well, let's see if we can find her on the track and see what she's up to. She's going on pit road right now, so this is I think this may be an unscheduled pit stop by her. She comes down on pit road. This is this will be her second pit stop of the day. Maybe she just needed a couple gallons of fuel here, but let's see if she does take any tires. Tires are definitely a premium here. You're not only turning right, but you're turning left too. Looks like right sides are going on. Left sides are going on, so definitely a 4-tire change. Probably put a little bit of fuel in that thing, and she's away. So good job by Layla. I believe she is in team speak, so we'll get a chance to get a word in with her today. Hopefully. Running top of her class today, so she's doing a super job out here. I'll tell you what, definitely if I wanted a teammate, I'll tell you what, she'd be a good teammate to have on your team. Good driver. A lot of folks know her around iRacing too. She's kind of quiet and she doesn't say too awful much, but she's a pretty good racer, and she's very respected on the iRacing circuit. You know, one of the few ladies that do come out here and race with all these gentlemen, and I'll tell you what, she's definitely a good racer. One to look out for when you're out there racing, I'm going to tell you. Taking them 4 tires, got to get a little heat built back up into them, but she'll be all right. Burt Barron's blinking a little bit, but coming up through the hills there. Our leader has just been out here dominating this race. Top of his class in the McLaren. We got 2 other McLarens out there. Rumble Seat running one, and he is in 6th overall. 7 laps down. John Ulmer running one in 8th. 8 laps down. So Kevin Binkley been up here leading the whole race so far today. I want to go back and check on Dog. I haven't talked about him in a while. Go back and see what he's doing. He's still running in 5th, 4 laps down. I believe he's 3rd in his class, right behind Jimmy Eifling. great day out here leading all the laps. So ride along with him for a minute here and watch him as he turns some of the great laps that he does turn here. Definitely knows how to drive this McLaren around this track. Jimmy Eifling coming down pit road now. Well, let's watch as Jimmy comes down into his pit stall here. That dreaded 35-mile-an-hour pit speed, man. That's a killer. Comes into his pit stall. Well, let's see if he takes any tires. Right side tires going on. Left side tires going on. And either way. Jimmy running second in his class. 4th overall, second right behind Layla Wilson. She's been on pit road a couple times as well. So the one I'm kind of watching right now, Dog, has only been on pit road one time. Third in his class. And 5th overall, so man, Dog is really having a great day out here. And it looks like Kevin Smith may have taken his car behind pit road. So we're down to 9 drivers left on the track here today. Arenas has picked up another spot. And I'm not sure if there's enough time left for him to pick up another one, but that's not too bad of a spot for him to be. He would be second in his class. So let's go back and check on Reynolds. He's back in the Mustang Class B. Having a great day. Marcus Kramer in 8th, couple of laps ahead, about 3 laps ahead of Reyna. So I look for him to probably stay there and finish. He's going to be top of his class. The only one left out there right now is Matthew had dropped out of the race earlier on. But Marcus having a great day out here. We will see him, and hopefully yeah, we will get to talk to him hopefully in TeamSpeak as well. A lot of drivers in TeamSpeak today, so hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to all of them. We'll just pop up into the TeamSpeak channel with everyone, and we'll get a word in with all of the drivers here today. Everyone that's made it in the race stayed in here and showed up today, so it'll be good to get a chance to talk to all of them. All right, 15, coming down to 15 minutes left in this race. John Ulmer in 7th. Rumble Seat up to 6th into McLaren. Rumble Seat running, I believe 2nd. Yeah, he is 2nd in his class today. I had a little trouble early on. Got a lot of damage on that thing. Was in pit road a couple times trying to get that thing fixed up. Some lengthy stays on pit road to put him 8 laps down. But here he is running in the 2nd in his class, but 6th on the track. Dog running up here in the 5th spot, and he's 3rd in his class. He's having a pretty good race out here today. And he's got quite the lead over Rumble Seat. Rumble Seat 4 laps down behind him. Well, I would say it'd be safe to say that as long as Dog keeps it good and clean the rest of the race, he's got a 5th place locked up overall and 3rd in his class. So I'm looking for him to, he'll keep that clean the rest of the way, I'm sure. He's come this far. I don't look for him to give it up now. Jimmy Eifling, another one. Looks like, yeah, him and Dog, they're about a lap difference there. Okay. And then getting up here to Layla. Ooh, where did Layla go? Layla not on the track. What's up with Layla? Layla, what happened? Oh no, that's not good. Burt Barron's still in 2nd. Maybe we'll see if we can't find out what happened to Layla here. She is in team speak, so maybe we can get her down here and talk to her. Layla Wilson, this is Rudy in the booth. You got a copy? I got no sound, Layla. Nothing. Your mic must be messed up or something. Well, hopefully you'll get it figured out before the end of the race here. We can get a chance to talk to you. So good luck trying to figure that out. All right, so Burt Barron's up in 2nd. Jimmy Eifling now cruises into 3rd spot. Is going to move everybody up a couple of positions here. Dog going to try to get by Layla. Is Layla not on the track? Don't know what's happening to her, and we can't talk to her. Maybe she's having some internet issues or something. But Eifling now going to go into the 3rd spot, and Layla back to 4th. And we're looking for Dog. Dog going to probably get by Layla and take over that 4th position from her, as we don't know what happened to Layla. Layla was leading her class too, and very unfortunate for her to maybe have some issues. Not sure exactly what happened, but man, that's going to put Jimmy Eifling in the top of that class. So we will definitely get a chance to talk to him, but we'll have to try to get a word in with Layla if she gets her mic fixed and talk with her and find out what happened to her today. All right, let's go back through the field one more time here. We're coming down to about the last 10 minutes. Rumble Seat back here in 6th, 2nd in his class. And let's see how far it is back. 28 seconds back to John Ulmer. And John is closing. He is cutting that time down. He is cranking it up here with 10 minutes left in this race. back to John. Man, what is he doing to have that much power coming down through there? Man, he is doing a fabulous job. Getting about down to the time here. We're going to get up on our leader, follow our leader all the way to the end. Layla going back to 5th now as Dog moves past her into 4th. Oh, and John Ulmer coming down pit road. What happened to John here? Let's see. Let's see what kind of pit strategy he's got going on here. What's going on with his car? Kind of late in the race here to be making a pit stop, but might have been a little bit short on fuel. Who knows? I'd say probably. Alright, he comes up on the back of our second place driver here, Burt Behrens. Burt Behrens in the Ford Mustang Class B. Top of his class and doing a heck of a job up here. Been in second pretty much the whole race. Nobody going to challenge him as long as he keeps that thing clean. And they're coming up on Marcus Kramer. Let's see how they can negotiate around him. It looks like coming down this long straightaway off of the top of the mountain, they get by Marcus Kramer. Marcus Kramer running back in 8th position overall. And our leader on pit road here last minute. Wow. Maybe stopping here for a lengthy stay. Maybe just needed to top off that fuel. He's back off the pit road and away, so good job by him. He has just been totally dominating today. Good to see him out here racing. Looks like Reynes has taken his car behind pit road, so we're left with 8 cars back out here on the track. Well, looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk to Layla today. Must be those mic issues have taken her out of contention, out of the race. Maybe she had internet problems, I don't know, but very unfortunate for her. Kind of really wanted to talk to her today. But we'll get a chance to talk to some of the other drivers, so stick around here. Thanks for watching us on YouTube here, MaxSpeedTV on YouTube. You're watching the Dogs of Endurance Racing here at Mount Panorama, Bathurst as they call it. Kevin Binkley coming to the line. He's going to be taking the win here today if everything goes right. Burt Barron's in second. In the Ford Mustang Class B, been running second pretty much all day. Started third, took over second, and just been dominating top of his class here today in the Class B Mustang. I keep wanting to say Impala, doggone it. All right, Jimmy Eifling in third overall, top of his class in the Nationals Impala. Dog now in fourth overall, second in his class in the Nationals Impala. Layla definitely out of the race. Rumble seat here in sixth overall, and about to pass up Layla here, I believe, before this is over, and probably will take that fifth spot away from her overall. But Rumble seat running second in his class to Kevin Binkley, our leader. Oh, and he hits the wall. Little misjudgment on his part. All right, John Ulmer, looks like John's went behind the wall too. So, man, all these guys leaving on me here. I'm not going to get to talk to them. Marcus Kramer's still running in the 8th spot. Only one out here, top of his class. The only one out here right now running the Pontiac Soltis. And I'll tell you what, he has just ran a flawless race today. He's just really, really ran well. So I'm very proud of him. Well, let's get up here to our leader, Kevin Binkley. Got about enough time for one more lap. Top of his class, led all the laps here, 40 laps he's ran here at Bathurst. Been pretty amazing to see him out here running so well in that McLaren. Comes up on the back of Jimmy Eifling and trying to negotiate around Jimmy Eifling here. Doesn't really need to, but probably wants to get out there in some clean air. Probably runs a little better in clean air. And I don't think Jimmy Eifling's going to hold him up. They may be a little equal going down this long straightaway here coming off of it, but Binkley gets a good run coming off the turn and does get by him. Good clean pass, and Binkley still leading here. 1 minute left in this race. Probably going to have, I don't know if they're going to have enough time to get one more lap in or not here. They'll probably get the white flag here in just a second, so they'll get one more lap to finish this thing up. Is Binkley going to bring it home here today? What a great run he has ran here today, man. I'm telling you what, I don't think he's made a mistake all day. He's just been running flawless. Kevin Binkley gonna bring it home, the winner today, top of his class, winning the whole marble, all the marbles here, winning the race overall. And he does get the white flag, so this is going to be it here, folks. Last lap of the race. Staying right on our leader till the very end. It looks like he is going to get first. Burt Behrens in the Ford Mustang Class B going to take second overall. Top of his class, though, in the Class B. Jimmy Eifling going to take third. And Layla does get passed up. So Layla going back to the 6th spot overall. And I don't know if Marcus has got enough to get by her on the very end of this. Kevin Binkley bringing it down the long straightaway down onto the plateau here. Negotiating just the last couple turns. And we're going to watch him bring it home. And Kevin Binkley winning here today at Mount Panorama. 90 minutes here with the Dogs of Endurance Racing. Congratulations to Kevin. We will get, in a minute, we'll get up there and have a word in with him. And see how his race went for him. So Kevin Binkley, you got a copy? Winning overall, Kevin. Great race. Wow, what a job you did out there today. You just ran a flawless race. Tell us about how it went for you.
Yeah, it was, I mean, the key at this place is staying off the walls and just being consistent, and today I was able to do that. Complete contrast of what the practice races have been. I've just had terrible luck, but everything seemed to come together today, and it was a great race. Car handled great.
Well, it looked like a lot of fun out there, and, you know, like I said, you just seemed like you just ran a flawless race. Nobody really had anything for you. Top of your class in the McLaren today. How did the car drive for you, and was you worried about anybody there at the beginning?
Not so much at the beginning. I was going to go ahead and get off the line, get a couple corners done, build a little space to where I could finally just drive my race. And the weather really helped out because there were a bunch of practice sessions where it was terrible weather and the car pushed so bad in the corner. And, of course, that's the last thing you want here. You'll push right into a wall. So with good weather and great handling car and respectful drivers out there giving everybody room, it was a pleasure today.
Absolutely. Well, congratulations on your win here today. You not only win your class, but you win the overall race. So congratulations to you on that. And you got anybody you want to say hello to or give a thank you out to? Any sponsors?
Definitely. I've got to thank Fox and Comedy Central and the Zoidberg team. We did a hell of a race today, and all the guys on the league and you for broadcasting.
All right. Thanks, Kevin, and congratulations again, buddy, on your win.
Thanks, man.
All right. Burt Behrens, you come home top of your class today. Do you have a copy?
I do, sir.
Well, great job out there. You run the Mustang Class B today. You brought home second spot overall. I'm getting a terrible echo off of you for some reason.
That's a new headset. I'm sorry. Not a lot I can do about it right now.
Okay. But anyhow, second spot overall and top of your class. Tell us about how your race went for you today, because, man, you really wheeled that thing around the track.
Well, I started off this week in the Mustang and hit every single wall about 50 times. So I knew where they all were, and I knew how to avoid them by the end of the week. And I think I finally got the car dialed in about Thursday evening, and really started to be able to put down consistent laps with it and be happy with the way it drove. So it was a fun car to learn how to master on this track, that's for sure.
Well, it looked like you were having a good time out there with it, and the car seemed to run pretty well for you, and whatever practice you did get in this week seemed to work out for you. So congratulations to you on that, man. What a race you put on. Nobody have challenged you for that position that we've seen, and it looked like a good clear day of racing and a good way to bring it home in the second spot today. Don't you agree?
I do, Rudy. Thank you. I was a little nervous about Rainus in the other Mustang when I saw his practice time was about a second faster than what I was planning on running for the entire race. But unfortunately, he had some issues with his car and didn't have enough practice in it, and ended up getting into a couple of walls. So very happy with the overall result here, and really enjoyed the race.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us there, Bert. And it was just great to see you put that Ford Mustang up there and show a little bit of dominance in that class, and brought it home second overall today, top of your class. Congratulations to you, and thanks for talking with us. You gonna give a shout out to anybody you want to thank or say hello to?
Just want to say the Honey Badger don't care. And thanks again for running this league, Michelle, and great job broadcasting, Rudy.
All right. Thank you for talking with us, Bert. All right, let's see if we can get somebody else here to talk to. Jimmy Eifling, you got a copy?
Sir, I'm here.
Jimmy, great run for you out there today. You come home top of your class. I don't know what happened to Layla. She was definitely powering it around there today. You guys shook it up for a little while there, and wasn't sure who was going to come in the top spot, but you brought it home third today overall, top of your class. You got anything you want to say about your racing today?
I pretty much just started out just being real patient, let everybody else take off. I'm just running my own race, and I was back in fourth in class, about the first half hour or so, and I was just running my race and being patient, and not pushing it too hard, and slowly started moving up. I think Layla missed a shift coming up on the long front straightaway, and coming over the crest, she missed a shift, and that threw her car sideways, and she had an accident. So that's a bad spot to shift at, because you get airborne, and so I think that's what happened. That's what I heard somebody say. But I just ran my race and just waited for somebody to make a mistake. Her mistake was my game. But car ran pretty good. I didn't really push it too hard, because the car, you're in the Impala, you're about half out of control, even on a good lap. So I just kind of maintained a comfortable pace and kept it off the walls.
Well, you did a great job out there. I mean, I was watching you for quite a while there, and it looked like you were hitting your marks pretty well. Looked like you definitely had some experience at this track today. So you did get a little bit boogered up there at the beginning, but you seemed to get it straightened around, and still bringing it home third, man. That's a great turnaround for all that you went through. So congratulations on your top spot today, third place overall, Jimmy. And you got anybody you want to say hello to?
I just thank all the the guys in the league. Thank Michelle for keeping the series going and putting all the time into it that he does, and you for broadcasting this for us, because that means a lot to us to get it broadcasted. And the way I look at it, we're still growing, so future's just going to get better.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Great job out there today, though, and thanks for talking with us there, Jimmy.
Yes, sir. Thanks.
Rumble Seat, you got a copy?
Hey, Rudy.
Rumble Seat, great job bringing it back. Man, what happened to you there at the beginning?
Well, with the weather conditions, I decided to run a looser setup than I usually have, and had my fastest times running behind Kevin in warm-up, but that's as close as I ever saw him. Of course, he's so smooth and strong out there. Coming down through the corkscrew, coming out of that, I hit the gas when I wasn't straightened out, and hit that left side. a lot of wheel damage, and then ended up with a couple more throughout the race. I was pretty much had a bent car, so just tried to keep it on track. I was hoping to run a clean race today, but got into the wall early on, so we'll pack her up and try better for the next one.
All right. Well, great job out there today, Rumblesea. Bringing home 5th overall, 2nd in your class. That's quite impressive for all that you went through today and bringing that thing back up toward the front and being in contention today. So good job. And you want to give a shout out to anybody?
Just again, I want to thank Michelle for all the hard work he does to keep all this running, and of course all the drivers that come out each practice and each race, and for the broadcast, really appreciate that. And just a great day on the hill today.
Absolutely. All right. Well, congratulations again, buddy. Good job.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right. Let's see if we can get a word in with wanted to try to get a word in with Dog, I guess, before we go down and talk to some of these other guys. Dog, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Dog, tell us about your race, because, man, you did an awesome job out there. I was on you quite a bit. You brought it home 2nd in your class. Probably duly thank you to Layla dropping out, but whatever condition she had there happened to her. Sorry about that, Layla. Man, that was unfortunate to see that happen to her, but you come home 2nd in your class, 4th overall in the Nationals in Pala. How did the car drive for you today?
To be honest, I probably would have felt safer walking. This thing didn't feel very stable at all. I don't know. Setup was going good for practices, but as soon as I got into the beginning practice of this race, it did not feel stable at all, and I honestly felt like I could probably go faster in a Solstice. And actually, I have done faster, and especially on the downhill in the Solstice. So it felt really unstable, and I figured, okay, just keep her off the walls, go slow and steady, and hopefully that'll work out. I actually didn't even realize I was 4th overall. I was concentrating too much on trying to stay off the walls. For Layla there, I think it was just a mistimed shift on that little hump on the front stretch that got her car unsettled and got her into the wall there, but it was kind of a pity there, and I believe it was Kevin was running the Pala there, and Layla and Kevin were doing a great battle at the beginning there for a good 8 laps, but I guess Kevin hit the wall there too, so I don't know, it was an alright race. I definitely did not feel comfortable throughout the whole thing, but that's, I think, part of the magic of Bathurst is nobody ever feels truly comfortable on it.
Well, Bathurst, again, let's talk about that for a minute, Dog, before we get a word in with these other guys, but one of your favorite tracks or no?
It depends on what you're driving. Some cars it can feel like a dream, other cars it's a nightmare, and it's one of those love-hate relationships. It's a beautiful track to go at, but some cars you just wish you didn't even bother starting, but you still do it anyways because it's a great track.
Well, if you had to do over, would you have chosen a different car maybe?
Oh yes, most definitely. I'm actually going to be running this exact same length race in the Pyrene series tonight, but I'm going to be taking the Mustang instead. A vehicle feels so much more stable, and I think it's just because, especially with this Impala, it's an asymmetrical car, so half the car is a little off than the other, so it's really hard to get a stable setup with it because the entire car is made unstable.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That being said, it's an oval car on a mountain, so it's definitely out of place. So,
well,
on the mountain in the first place is a good thing.
Yeah. Well, we've seen, weirder combinations that you guys have raced. So I mean, being an oval car, I guess you actually did pretty darn good out there running 4th today, 2nd overall. So great job out there today for you, Dog. And you want to give a shout out to anybody or a thanks?
Just a good thanks to everybody that turns out to the events. It's always great to have them. Love to have more people, so we're slowly working on that. But just having the people show up and actually run the races, it's great to have them. Even in the practices, there's a lot of the members showing up regularly. And to you for doing the broadcast. It's great watching them afterwards.
All right, Dog. Well, thanks for talking with us, buddy. And again, congratulations on your 2nd place there in your class and 4th overall. Good job. All right, let's see if we can get a word in with Kevin Smith. Kevin, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Kevin, tell us about your racing today and what happened to your car.
It was hooked up. Layla and I, for the first 8 or 9 laps, were just neck and neck, and I feel like I was a little bit faster. But Bathurst is such a tiny track that you have nowhere to pass. And she was better on the corners right before the long straight. And finally got in front of her, and just mental lapse. I locked up the front left tire and couldn't get it to unlock, and got the wall. And then after that, it was just trying to make up time, and then the engine finally decided it was done with the race, and so that was about it.
All right, well, you know, you still did pretty well as far as I'm concerned. That looked like a lot of fun up there when you guys were battling, and you know, congratulations on. Sorry about that. Congratulations on a great run. Anyhow, what the effort that you did put on today was really great to see you up there having a good time and racing with Layla like you were racing. And again, good job, man. Good job. Sorry about your unfortunate issue there.
Yep, we'll be back at it this evening, and that's actually the second engine I've blown up at this course. I blew one up last night at the 155-minute race. So.
Oh man. Well, do you want to give a quick shout out to anybody or thank you to your sponsors or anything?
Yeah, thanks to Michael. He always gives some really good, stable setups, and thank you for Jimmy for teaching me around this track. He definitely told me what to watch out for, and so I was able to avoid catastrophic collisions with the wall.
All right. Well, thanks for talking with us there, Kevin. Good job. Matthew, the only one I haven't talked to, am I saying that right, Matthew?
Yeah, that's perfect.
It's what?
It's perfect.
Oh, okay, good. Well, I was wondering if I said it right or not there, but I didn't. I tried to pronounce your last name. Could you pronounce it for me?
Bouvier.
Bouvier. Okay.
Just like Jackie O, maiden name.
Okay, all right. Very cool, very cool. Well, Matthew, what happened to you out there today? Because you were running so awesome, man. I really thought you were going to be up there in the top 5. What happened?
I just missed shift and I blew the engine. It was totally my fault, and I got no excuses.
Oh man, well that's too bad, man. Sorry to hear that. And now let's talk about the track here for just a minute, Matthew. One of your favorite tracks or not?
Yeah, actually, I like Bathurst. It's a fun track to run.
Quite a challenge going up the hill and back down the hill, negotiating all them turns. Tell us how you did that.
Well, I was running the Pontiac. We can say that it's quite an easy car to run Bathurst with, so I didn't have that much issue than with a faster car, so it was okay.
All right. Well, sorry about your unfortunate incident there, Matthew, but great run today, man. It was great to see you up there running as well as you were running. And we've seen a lot of people, have trouble with some bumps and bangs here. Not everybody's a good track to run at, I would say. But great race by you, and thanks for talking with us.
Thanks.
All right, thanks for. Go ahead.
Thanks to the league. Thanks to Michel for the league.
All right, thanks for talking with us here, guys, and we will be back in just a minute. All right, let's pay the bills here real quick, and we will get out of here. Wanted to really quick here. I want to run down through the results. Kevin Binkley coming home, our winner, of course. Burt Barron second, Jimmy Eifling in third, Dog coming home fourth, Rumble Seat fifth, Layla Wilson coming home sixth, Marcus Kramer seventh, John Ulmer eighth, Renus in ninth, Kevin Smith 10th, and Matthew rounding out the field there in 11th. So, all right, we will pay the bills, and then we will get out of here. So we will see you later. Probably see you later on this evening for another race. We have Midnight Motorsports. Thanks for tuning in here at MaxSpeedTV. Appreciate it very, very much.